Good afternoon. Today our topic will be cost. What do you mean by cost and what are the different types of cost curves? तो उसके बारे में थोड़ी बात करेंगे हम. कॉस्ट का मतलब क्या होता है, डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ कॉस्ट्स क्या होते हैं, हाउ दे आर टू बी डिराइव्ड. ओके, सबसे पहले जो कॉस्ट होता है, कॉस्ट इज सिंपली डिफाइंड एज द टोटल एक्सपेंसेस इनकर्ड इन प्रोड्यूसिंग ए कमोडिटी. एक कमोडिटी को बनाने में मुझे कितना पैसा खर्च हुआ, दैट्स नोन एज कॉस्ट. टोटल एक्सपेंसेस इनकर्ड इन प्रोड्यूसिंग ए कमोडिटी. एक कमोडिटी को बनाने में कितना पैसा खर्च होता है, दैट्स नोन एज कॉस्ट. अब जो कॉस्ट है उसके दो फॉर्म्स होते हैं. देर आर टू फॉर्म्स ऑफ कॉस्ट. वन इज नोन एज explicit cost, second one is known as implicit cost. Now what is explicit cost? Whenever you are going to hire the factors of production from outside, any factor, when you are going to hire anyone, for example, you have to hire the labor. You don't have your own laborers, okay? Or leave the example of labor. You want to start up a business, and for that you need land, okay? When in case this land is not of yours, you are going to hire it from any other purpose, from other person, and that means you have to pay the rent for that, okay? Or you are going to start your business, you need capital for that. There can be two ways. Either this is your own capital, you have your own capital and you can start the business, or you are going to borrow either from the bank or from any other organization. Now, any other person. When you have borrowed the money, that means you are hiring the money from outside, okay? Here, okay, so what that is known as explicit cost. The cost incurred on the factors of production which are being hired from outside, that's known as explicit cost, okay? In case I have my own capital, I don't have to pay the rate of interest, okay? In case I don't have my own capital, for that purpose I am going to borrow the money from the bank. In that very much situation, I have to pay the rate of interest to the bank, okay? So that's what I am saying. Explicit cost is defined as that cost which is incurred on the factors of production hired from outside, and its opposite is implicit cost. Implicit cost means owner's own funds. Implicit cost is defined as that form of cost which is incurred on the factors of production supplied within the firm. Within the firm जो factors of production supply होते हैं, उनके ऊपर जो पैसा खर्च होता है, that is known as implicit cost, okay? So here are few differences, like one will be explicit cost and implicit cost. Here definition is clear. Explicit cost is defined as the cost incurred on the factors of productions hired from outside. Implicit cost is defined as the cost incurred on the factors of production supplied within the firm. Second one, the most important, that is payment. When I have my own capital, I don't have to pay the rate of interest. That's the implicit cost. That's why under the explicit cost, the actual payment is being made. When we hire the factor of production, we have to make him payment. That means under explicit cost, actual payment is being made. While as under implicit cost, there is no payment. No payment is being made. because owner has own factors of production. That's why he has, to whom he is going to pay. That's why it said that implicit cost, there is no payment being made. And you can say rest one is examples. What you are going to write down? Interest on the borrowed capital, owner's own capital. Rent, okay, owner's own shop or land. Okay, so this is the example of implicit and explicit cost. After that, since we know that there are factors of production, in the last chapter we have discussed about the factors of production. There are 4 factors of production, that's known as land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. Okay, now I am giving you an example. This is the output. I need labor, I need land, I need capital and I need entrepreneurship. Okay, with the help of 1 unit of labor, 1 capital, land, 1 capital, 1 entrepreneur, I am able to produce 500 units of a commodity. Okay, 1 labor, it can be about it can be in lakhs. Okay, 1 land means 1 hectare it can be. Okay, 1 hectare of land. 1 capital means 1 lakh of capital, 1 crore of capital, you call whatever. Entrepreneur. Okay, now what I am going to do here, I have to increase my output to 1200, for example. Now what is happening here? The labor has been increased from 1 to 5, but there is no change in other factors of production. They are as they were in the previous. So that means this output is changed only due to change in the labor. Rest of the factors of production, they are fixed. There is no change in them. Is there any change in the second when the output has increased from 500 to 1200? There is no change in them. So those factors which does not change with the level of output, they are called as fixed factors. Okay, and those factors that keep on changing with the increase in output, they are known as variable factors. So variable factors are defined as those factors that keeps changing with the increase in output, and the fixed factors are defined as those factors that does not change with the level of output. Now cost will be incurred on them, too. इनके ऊपर भी पैसा खर्च होगा, इसके ऊपर भी पैसा खर्च होगा, because they are fixed factors, so that will be called as fixed cost. The cost incurred on the fixed factors of production will be known as fixed cost, while as the cost incurred on the variable factors will be called as variable cost. This land, capital, entrepreneur, they are fixed here, they are not changing with the level of output, so they are fixed. Okay, and the money incurred or the cost incurred on such factors will be known as fixed cost, while as labor is here variable because it changes with the level of output. So again we are going to spend money on it, and that means cost will be incurred on this variable factor. The cost incurred on this variable factor is known as variable cost. So we say that cost is of 2 types. There are 2 types of costs. One is known as fixed cost, another one is known as variable cost. In the short run and long run we will move later on. Okay, first we will discuss cost is of 2 types. One is fixed cost, another one is known as variable cost. Now what do you mean by fixed cost? I have already discussed it. Fixed cost is defined as that cost which is incurred on the fixed factors of production imagine I want to start a business, okay, for that in any of the city, okay, for that I need a shop for that, एक शॉप की ज़रूरत है मुझे उस पर, ठीक है, शॉप पे ही तो मैं चीज़ों को बेचूंगा, सामान को बेचूंगा, ठीक है, तो I have talked to the owner of the shop that I am going to pay you rupees 12 per hour, okay, whether I will sell or not, I have to pay him, or whatever I am going to produce any output, or I will produce zero level of output, I have to give this 1200 rupees or 12 rupees, whatever you called it. So even at zero level of output you have to pay, okay. If you are producing nothing, still you have to pay your fixed cost. Now you are increasing your quantity from 0 to 1 lakh, still you have to pay only this 12. Second 12, third 12, fourth 12. Why I am writing it? At 0 level of output I was paying 12 rupees, 1 level, 2 level, 3 level, 4, because it is not changing, it will never change. Okay, this is known as fixed cost. Now, how will be the shape of fixed cost? This is fixed cost. It will be horizontal straight line parallel to x-axis. Okay, even at 0 level of cost, even at 0 level of output, there will be some variable, there will be some fixed cost. Okay, and with the increase in the output from 0 to 1, this cost is going to remain same. So this will be called as fixed cost. So what to say? Fixed cost is defined as that cost which is incurred on the fixed factors of production. Yeah, fixed cost is defined as that cost which does not change with the level of output. Okay, this is the tabular representation of fixed cost. After that is the graphical representation. So how you are going to write down its explanation? That fixed cost will always start above the origin, because at 0 level of output there is always some fixed cost. Okay. Second one, it will be having a constant slope. It does not have any slope, flat. Number 3, it will be horizontal straight line parallel to x-axis. This is about the fixed cost. Now come to the second type of cost, that's known as variable cost. I have started the business where I am going to pay 12 rupees per hour. Okay. My output is 0. Is there any possibility that I am going to hire any labor who is not doing any kind of work, who is not doing any contribution? There is no labor. When there is 0 output, that means there is no variable factor. When there is no variable factor, that means there will be no variable cost at all. So this at 0 level of output, there will be 0 variable cost. Yes. Now, when output is going to be increased, variable cost will also increase. More output means more variable cost. जितना आउटपुट को बढ़ाना है उतने लेबर चाहिए कि नहीं चाहिए? That means with the increase in the output, variable cost is bound to increase. For example, it will be like this: 10, 15, 24. It will keep on increasing. For example, so this is about the variable cost. Variable cost is defined as that cost which increases, which changes with the level of output. Now look at this. Variable cost will be like this. Variable cost will start from the origin, because at 0 level of output there is no variable cost. That's why both will it will start from the origin and will have an increasing slope. Why? Because with the increase in the output, this variable cost keeps on increasing. Number 3, that it has got a positive upward slope, because variable cost increases with the increase in output. Okay, so this is about the variable cost. So these two costs we have to remember. After that, with the help of this two, we can derive the fixed cost. We can derive, sorry, variable total cost, because total cost is equal to fixed cost plus variable cost. Now this is fixed cost. We can calculate here total cost. 12 plus 12 for example. Okay, now our next topic will be relationship between variable cost, fixed cost and total cost. Okay, look at here, I will make a graph. This will be fixed cost, horizontal straight line parallel to x-axis. Okay, now look at here, this will be variable cost. Okay, and this will be total cost. Okay, now first most important point, that is relationship between among the three types of costs. First point, total cost and fixed cost both will start from the same point. टोटल कॉस्ट और फिक्स कॉस्ट दोनों हमेशा एक ही पॉइंट से स्टार्ट होते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि जीरो लेवल ऑफ आउटपुट पे वेरिएबल कॉस्ट कुछ भी नहीं होता है, इसीलिए जो फिक्स कॉस्ट है और टोटल कॉस्ट वो बराबर है. बिकॉज टोटल कॉस्ट इज मेड अप ऑफ फिक्स कॉस्ट प्लस वेरिएबल कॉस्ट, and at the zero level of output there is no variable cost. That's why fixed cost and total cost both are same. That's why both will start from the same point. I called it point A. First point, total cost and total fixed cost both will at zero level of output, या ऐसा लिखा जा सकता है, at zero level of output total cost and fixed cost both will start from the same point. Why? Because at zero level of output there is no variable cost. That's why total cost and total fixed cost both are equal to each other. Number one. Number two, total cost and variable costs. Total cost and variable cost both will be equidistant from each other. Both will be equidistant from each other. Equidistant means हर पॉइंट पे इनकी जो डिस्टेंस है वो हमेशा कांस्टेंट रहेगी, उनकी डिस्टेंस में कोई वेरिएशन नहीं आएगा. वाई? Why it is so? Because of fixed cost या because of constant fixed cost. Fixed इनके बीच में, और we can say that we know that total cost is equal to variable cost plus fixed cost. Okay, this is the possibility here. Total cost will be equal to variable cost if fixed cost is equal to 0. In that very much situation they will be coincides of one another, एक दूसरे के ऊपर होंगे. तो इनको अलग अलग कौन करता है? फिक्स कॉस्ट करता है. फिक्स कॉस्ट क्या करता है? टोटल कॉस्ट और वेरिएबल कॉस्ट को अलग अलग करता है. और ये वेरिएबल, ये जो फिक्स कॉस्ट है, इसका जो इसके जो वैल्यूज है वो हमेशा कांस्टेंट रहते हैं. इसीलिए हर पॉइंट पे आप जाते रहो, हर पॉइंट पे इनकी जो डिस्टेंस है वो हमेशा कांस्टेंट रहेगी. ओके, दैट्स व्हाई आई राइट डाउन द सेकंड पॉइंट. Total cost and total variable cost will be equidistant from each other. Why? Because of constant fixed cost, the most important. Okay, third, again the same point that you have to write down, I have already mentioned it, that fixed cost जो है that will start above the origin because at zero level of output there is fixed cost and it will be having a constant slope, that will also known as, it will be horizontal straight line parallel to x-axis. Okay, this is the third point, parallel to x-axis, कौन सी, fixed cost. And the last one, that is total cost and variable cost. Total cost and variable cost. Since I have not made it here, they will be like ऐसे, इसको बोलते हैं they will be inverted S shaped. Why it is so? इसमें याद रखिएगा एक इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट काम करता है, that is due to law of variable proportion. लॉ ऑफ वेरिएबल प्रोपोर्शन क्या बताता है कि जैसे जैसे आउटपुट जो है, पहले आउटपुट तेजी से बढ़ेगा, फिर धीरे धीरे बढ़ेगा, फिर ये यहाँ पे मैक्सिमाइज हो जाएगा, फिर ये डिक्लाइन हो जाएगा, ठीक है कि नहीं. तो इसी तरह जो कॉस्ट कर्व्स है ना, ये यहाँ पे ड्यू टू लॉ ऑफ वेरिएबल प्रोपोर्शन दे सडनली पहले कीप्स ऑन, पहले इनका कम, दे इन द अर्ली स्टेजेस इट्स वैल्यू इज लेस, एंड विद द इंक्रीज इन द आउटपुट, ओके, what is going to happen? Total output is going to decrease, but still I am employing more and more laborers. They are contributing nothing. My total cost is rising. That's why it will be like this. Okay, that will, once we will discuss that chapter, production function. In that very much case, I will tell you what is the reason of the same. Okay. So this is about relationship between fixed cost, variable cost, and total cost. Okay, its time is over. Tomorrow we will discuss the rest part of it.